What's up? So I am going on another brake video. I'm going to show you how the master and booster went on the existing brake lines, and I'm going to show you how I did the rubber brake lines to the existing brake line to the new calipers. I had to go and figure that out and get it all measured out right. Things weren't working out with stock stuff that you think you'd want to use, so you can't use your stock rubber brakes, and you can't use the stock rubber brakes from the 73 to 86 trucks. So you have to do your own kind of brake line. I'm not even sure what brake line these are off of. I just have a model number, but they worked out great. So I'm going to show you that and how I had to install them. I had to do a little bit of drilling. I'm going to go ahead and show you the push rod I changed out on the firewall from the brake pedal to the new booster. And other than that, I think that'll be a wrap. Then I just got to bleed them. And I'll just leave all off video. You guys look up bleeding videos and all that. But I'm gonna hopefully wrap this up. Let's go. So I'm working on the brake line here, and I'm gonna show you. This is the brake line I've got right here using. It's a different model number than what you would want to look up or find. I'll give you the number of that. But this little round end goes to the hole, and then you want it to stop right here on this piece, so this little snap ring is. And so this right here won't fit through your existing hole. So I've already grind out a little bit, and I'll show you what I've cut. And drill it out a little bit, and you can see I still need to drill a lot more. What I'm using is this bit here. It goes up to what does it say? 3/8. So the biggest end right there is a 3/8. And all I'm doing is I'm getting that through the hole. So once it got through the hole, then I'm just kind of welding it out on one side. So I'm doing the bottom like that, and then I'm welding out the top here. Because this piece right here is kind of squared. If you see it, it's squared on top, squared on bottom, so it's not perfectly round. So I'm just trying to get that enough to get those four corners in the hole. And then, like I said, your existing clip will lock in at the top. So without cutting it, you can't get to your clip to lock it. So wall it out just enough to get it through the hole. It stops on that side because of that snap ring, but then now it's high enough where I can lock it in with my existing clip there, and then I'll tighten that line up. And I'll probably end up replacing these lines eventually later, just not right now. They seem to be working just fine. And then of course right here, banjo bolt. The torques on that are 33 pounds for anybody that needs to know that. And the bolt is a 7/16 socket, 33 pounds. I already did the other side, so this is my last side. So the brake lines I'm using are the numbers here, 88466. This went to AutoZone, asked for 88466. It's the perfect fit. They work out great. Here's the other side where I got the clip and everything done. I already got it bolted down to the caliper. That's all the way turned to the left. And then when I turn all the way to the right, see if I get the flashlight to sit. Here's with it turned all the way to the right. Got plenty of space, plenty of room. Versus the stock ones I bought off of 73 to 86, they're twice as long. Do not buy these. And like I said, buy the ones that I got matched up perfect. 88466. AutoZone carries them. I think they only cost me about $10 a piece, $9.99 or something like that. Not bad, and they're the perfect length, and they go right in the hole just right. Other than having to waller out that hole for the clip, it's not that bad. I welded it out, and then like I said, just wall it out a little bit with that big bit if you got one. And it goes in there just fine. Should be just great. So on the master cylinder and the booster here, I went ahead and bought a used one off of a guy. You can probably go to the junkyard and grab one, but I grabbed one off of a 71, 72 C10. And it didn't work out too bad. I'm trying to use the existing brake lines for now. And there's definitely got to be a conversion there. They're different on the brake lines going into the proportional valve is different than the proportional valve I had. So I'll go ahead and show you what size those were. There's the second one. So I just had to convert the size a little bit bigger for that one and had to go a bigger size on that. So the size for here was my, right there, female 7/16 24 inverted to a male 3/8 24 inverted. So that's important. You get that inverted and you get that female 7/16, and that's what got that one on to there. And then this one back here, of course, if your other proportional valve, it's usually straight up and down like this. And these lines, I didn't have a booster before, so they were all pushed back here a little bit. I slowly bent mine back just a little bit. It misses the steering right there. And I actually took a pipe bender and I just bent that back this way instead of having it going straight up and down like this like it was. So I just curved it back. And this one, I wrote it down because it was a 1/2 by 20 female to a 9/16 18 male. So like I said, a 1/2 to 20 female to a 9/16 -18 for the back piece. So it took me a little while to get that figured out, trying different ones. I think I paid $5 a piece for each one of these fittings. Remember, you gotta do the inverted, keep it from leaking and all that, but worked out pretty good so far. And then I gotta finish these. I didn't have, the guy didn't give me the rods for these, so I got online, got these. They're, I think 5/16 by 1.5 inch, and they worked out perfect. I just put a cotter pin in there. So I got washers on there, and then I gotta do the bottom one here. But now I gotta go adjust the rod that I put in there. I haven't even got it adjusted yet. You can see that black rod right there. It goes into my brake. For that kit, I used the GM Master Cylinder Push Rod Kit. I believe I got this off eBay. There's a number there, but just a GM Master Cylinder Push Rod Kit. So what it does is, the old didn't have all this arms and stuff. You literally had it attached to the brake pedal, and it came out into a straight push rod. And all that rod did was just, when this is master cylinder was bolted to the firewall, it just had a push rod. So instead of the push rod now, we got a leverage bar. We got a bar that's got a hole in it, kind of like this, and you're gonna put the bolt through it and cotter pin and all that, so you can lock them together. So it converts it over to that for you, and then it's adjustable. So I still gotta adjust it real quick. You guys, you can see it's not in the right spot. It's actually too far out, so I'm gonna have to, it's right there. I gotta adjust it out. Adjust it out too far. So I gotta adjust it back in a little bit, try to get it lined up so I can go into the hole here. See if I can get it down in there. Yep. So I can get that rod through that hole there. So that was my other mess. So almost there to get ready to bleed the brakes. I bought a cheap little Harbor Freight kit for 20 bucks or so. It's not a bad kit. We used it once or twice already on some other vehicles, and it works out great. It's gonna hopefully vacuum all that and pump that through the thing there. And I do have to hook up my vacuum line from the carburetor to the power brakes, the booster. So other than that, I've really, all I got left is to get them training coolant lines done. And once I get those training coolant lines done, this thing's ready to hit the road a little bit. I'm hoping the brakes bleed out good, and she looks really good. Pretty good. So there's the headers, there's the brake lines, calipers and disc brakes. She's about ready. So that's gonna be it from my brake video here. it's not too bad. I hope I gave you guys some good information, good details, what to buy, what not to buy. I've gone through a whole lot of crap. I was getting ready to move from my house to another house, and I waited on doing this brake kit because I knew I was going to run into some problems, and I'm glad I waited until I moved instead of doing it the couple months I had left in the other house, because I would have had this truck stuck in the air with no wheels, no nothing on it, because I ran through a train of stuff, as you guys seen in my other videos. So, but it's all looking good. It's all going together. I hope you guys can do it one big old try and just be done with it like I wish I could have done. But no foul. I hope everybody got some lesson out of this. So I think I'm going to conclude that on this brakes. See ya.